Hey guys, welcome back to another BerryVibes sports commentary video. I just want to say one thing and one thing only. We are not going to talk about the game that happened yesterday with Oregon Ducks versus Indiana. That did not happen. That was just a fever dream. What do you think about that, Jakar?
Bro, look, I know how much it pains you and me to talk about this game. It's like, honestly, I feel like Indiana wanted it more, you know what I'm saying? And also, coach, our head coach, our assistant coach, the defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator, fire all of them because it really made me mad, even not before, the first plays and everything, but the kickoff, how the kickoff team came down and literally, boom, sticked our returner, and then the very first play, pick six. It honestly makes me mad. It honestly made me rage, like, a lot. But then we started to, at least get a little smarter and start pounding the rock, moving the sticks, getting the ball up the field, and we score. Bro, they were toying with us, bro. Why did y'all think we were still in the game? We weren't in the game even before the game started. Honestly, I'm an Oregon Duck fan, and I honestly had no faith in us, which is a crazy thing to say, but I didn't. Texas Tech, I had faith. Here, and everybody's always saying, like, oh, Miami can do this, Miami can do that. Obviously the best team doesn't always win. As we could tell, the 17-0 Patriots lost in the Super Bowl. But it's honestly wild to me because the Ducks, and especially our defensive line, all we were doing is prioritizing stopping the run and not doing any type of pass rush to actually get in the backfield and stop the passes because those passes were coming crazy. Our DBs could not handle that. Like, that's really what I'm trying to say. Like, 56-22 in a game that could put you in a championship, those guys are going to go out and remember this, like, oh, I could have been this. Maybe if this happened, or I almost did that. But at the end of the day, you still can't, think of it as, I guess it's going to be a sad moment that's going to be held on to them for the rest of their lives. But it's still, an accomplishment that they made D1, was able to play for the Oregon Ducks and actually build a relationship with all the teammates. And, teammates, it's not just teammates, it's a brotherhood, because I play football too, and I would understand that.
What's your position?
Look, JV, I used to play O-line, D-line. Now, coming into the season, congratulations for your boy, varsity fullback.
Let's go. We out here. Yeah. So, originally going into this matchup, I did have the biggest amount of faith in the Oregon Ducks, considering the fact that, we did blow Texas Tech out of the water after there was so much doubts, considering the fact that, Texas Tech's defense and stuff like that, there was so much doubts that Oregon wasn't going to be able to score a certain amount of points on the board and stuff like that. And look at that. Texas Tech didn't even score a single point. So I had faith going from that game into the semifinals, knowing that Indiana, we did have struggle before the playoff season. But I did feel like that the Ducks they learned from their mistakes. So I thought. Yeah. So I thought it looked like they was getting a little healthy there for a minute, so I thought it was going to be pretty much a dogfight in this matchup. But as my cousin said, that pick six, once I seen that pick six, it kind of just shifted my faith a little bit. I still have faith going into the second quarter, but I could say after the second quarter, I lost complete faith throughout that whole entire stuff. It doesn't seem like Dante Moore was really locked in whatsoever. I would think going from previous games where, yes, you did see him getting shaken up by a little pressure that he was, getting put on, I have a feeling that he would, learn from that and try to keep his head in the game regardless of how dangerous a defense is.
You mind if I talk on that?
Yeah.
Our quarterback, Dante Moore, is honestly, it's either, a fear of contact, which is something that a quarterback shouldn't have, but when you think about it, you got to trust in your own linemen, and they weren't doing the absolute best they could have. Because you see in other games, they did their best. The defense, they did their best. They're doing things that, usually doesn't happen. But if you think about it, Dante Moore is still a good quarterback. It's either the fear of losing a game took over him and made them lose that game. Like the moment was too big for him. Because that's what I'm feeling like. But even in those tough spots and tough moments, you still have to prevail because you're a quarterback. You're the leader on the field.
Exactly.
And if you're like, I don't know. Personally, as I feel like for him to actually achieve like goals in the NFL, the fear of losing and the fear of like how big the moment is or how important it is to the team, then I don't know. Like how is he going to translate this to the NFL?
Exactly. And speaking of his NFL future, I do feel like I've been seeing a lot of talks of him entering the draft this year, but me personally I feel like he should stay with Oregon for another year, just to really hone his skills and fix the nicks and cracks in his in his game. But in the last little interview after the game and stuff like that, he did say he doesn't know. He doesn't really have a clear answer of what his next steps are going to be. Yeah, I do feel like So Indiana, regardless, I mean, I didn't think it was going to be that much of a blowout that we've experienced. We witnessed death.
Yes, we did.
Before it even happened, to be honest. I thought we was gonna go toe to toe like we did in the postseason because it was only we lost about 10 by 10 in the regular season. So I thought it was gonna be something similar to that. But as you can tell, Indiana is a very is a well honed team, very dominant, well coached. That coach is honestly kind of scary. Not gonna lie.
Look. You think about it, that's mostly because of Nick Saban.
That is mostly because of Nick Saban. And a fun fact, Dan Lanning, Cincinnati, and I think Miami's coach and Ole Miss's coach all worked under Nick Saban. But I think Kurt worked under Nick Saban a little longer.
Yeah, because there's no way you take a basketball.
Because it's kind of like a carbon copy, not going to lie. Because I looked back like years back. It's kind of like a carbon copy.
That's what I'm saying.
like it's honestly, well coached team, very dominant. It seems like they're somewhat of a hive mind. They know what each other are thinking on the field. Like, yeah.
Speaking of like Indiana, I mean, like coming from being a basketball school to somehow getting to like the college football championship, it's honestly wild to me. But you could thank their coach for that. We really could thank Nick Saban, but
we're really being technical.
But still, though, even like the players, they still progressed over the years. Even when, like, not years, but like during the season, you know what I mean? Like, even when we could have won that game in like during the season when we lost by 10, but this game I feel like we lost by a lot more. Because I'm not gonna like blame injuries on why we lost, but that does play a role in why we did lose that game.
Yeah.
But also, people didn't really have the heart for the game at that moment. Like even Jerry Hill, what's his name? Is his name Jerry Hill Jr. Or is it what is it? Jerry? I don't know. Derry. I don't know how to say his name.
Hill Jr.
Yes, Hill Jr. It's like he was moving a little slow out there. I don't know if you guys like actually can like I don't know what word is like I'm just trying the word
like back me up
if you can back me up on that, like, you can see he wasn't running at his full potential. Like at certain points you can see him show glimpse of the potential he has, and then he would like even on that big breakaway he had, he ended up getting tackled inside the 10, or was it like inside the 20?
I think it was inside the 10.
Yeah, inside the 10, and like, bro. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Look, bro. Okay. All right. So look, but that's something my coach tells me. It's always get 1% better every single day. So you have 1%, 7 days, like 7 days a week. You're 7% better. 30 days, 30% better. Go to 365 days, 365% better, which is like Not how that works, coach. It only goes to 100. But still, I know what he was trying to say when he said that. Like, every day is a day to get better and to progress from what you did before.
Yeah.
And watch film. And how would you get back to a team like that? Oregon Ducks, I know they watch film. I know they studied the game, but something is up with the coaches. I'm sorry. Why did our D-line only – it was like all bull rush. Let's be honest. It was all like prioritizing stopping the run, and it's like, what about the pass? What about the pass game? Our linebackers couldn't cover the receivers. And that's something they need to actually, focus on and work on. And for Dante Moore, I think taking an extra season – it may be good, but it also may be bad. It could be detrimental to his career because if you think about it, take another year, you won't always get to a championship. What if he has a worse season than he had this year?
You're right.
And what if, like, the picks for him being in the NFL, he could drop in the draft?
He definitely could. And he was projected, to be a high round pick this year too. So I'm just saying, like, if he's playing like he's been playing in the recent games that we've seen, getting drafted and going into the NFL, how's that going to fare out for him?
That's what I'm saying.
Like I feel like if he it's before going into that really high professional league, to stay another year and stay at this level, hone your skills, and then develop more on your skills, and then showcase that in the big time league. I mean, that's just my opinion. I mean, me personally, I was never really in football back in school and stuff like that, so I don't really know much. I just be watching like highlights and researching different things about teams and stuff like that. Which I do know. Another reason why I feel like this Indiana team is so focused, so honed in to win, is because about half of that team, Kurt Cignati took from JMU when he coached there. When he left, when he got hired by Indiana, he took 3/4 of JMU with him to build the Indiana team. And he's crazy when it comes to the portals too. And it worked. He's really good at that, honestly. And I say Dan Lanning is a good coach. He's a good coach. He's a good coach. Like when it comes to motivating your team.
When it comes to being a cheerleader, yes, he's a good coach. If you want a cheerleader as your coach, then I guess if that's what you need, I guess motivation. But motivation doesn't win games.
That is true.
Motivation, you can be in the right headspace, be the best physical of your life. You can be at the peak of your physicality of ever, and still lose a game because players, all that can determine if you win or lose a game.
Okay. So with that being said, do you feel like they should keep Dan Lanning on?
I'm not gonna lie. I say, you know what? I was gonna say no, but if you actually think about it, they still almost got a spot in the championship. So he did bring them all the way.
And another thing is, people do have to realize that realistically, if you think about this, how long ago was it that we had made it to the semifinals or the finals in that? It's been since Marcus Mariota. That's 2015. It's 2026.
Yeah, you're right.
Right?
Yeah, it's a long time.
Dan Lanning came 3 years ago. Right? And I'm not saying that, big games don't matter. We have won big games, just not the big one. We got trophies. We got bowl trophies. We got those wins and stuff like that. But we need the championship, that's for sure. And I feel like this year was a rebuild, a building.
Do we have any natties?
We don't have any natties now.
That's what I'm saying.
You also know who didn't have natties? Indiana.
But Indiana, now that their team is actually Oregon Ducks have always been a powerhouse. Indiana hasn't been a powerhouse for football.
That is true.
So Oregon Ducks, I should expect them to have natties. But Indiana, a team that never even focused on football, somehow getting up to the championship ranks.
And we just got to give it to the fact that they decided to hire what is he? Isn't he like a Hall of Fame coach?
Pretty much.
Yeah. So I mean, you got to give it to him. We got to give him. They made big money moves with that one for sure.
Personally, if I was on the Ducks, like we would have 500,000 points like on the board. I'm just saying, yo, Ducks, check me out. You know what I'm saying? Look, for real, like honestly, those are some good players right there. They all have more time to develop, and even the seniors, even like past college, I mean, you can always reclass. You know,
that is
just fake a little injury right quick and then just. But for real, those are some good players. And even if you are a senior and you're not reclassing, you're just gonna graduate. Don't let that moment affect your entire life, because you will get clowned. I'm being honest. You will get talked about online. You will. Every day you wake up, you suck. That's what they're gonna say. That's what they're gonna say. But you don't suck. You don't suck. Yeah. How they gonna tell you suck if they sit on the couch?
Exactly.
Don't mind the couch behind me. This doesn't count. But you know.
How are they gonna say? How are they gonna say you suck when they watching you on the field?
Exactly.
Pretty much. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. But what going forward? Okay, from the embarrassment of a game that we had, what do you think we need to work on? You know, as a whole. You know, to do better next year.
Okay. Personally, I think the defense. I'm not gonna lie. Our defense, we do have good players on the defense, but some of those players are graduating. That's what I'm saying. So, but the players we bring in need to be very physical, because somehow our defense could not cover the pass. I'm still on that.
We
couldn't stop the pass game. They do have a wonderful quarterback.
Fernando Mendoza, like, I haven't seen a quarterback like that in a while. Like, he was throwing dime passes that whole game, pretty much.
Not like Dante Moore.
Not like Dante Moore. Dante slipped through my fingers more.
Dante, if you see this, I'm coming for you. No, I'm just
kidding. Nah. I seen somebody sent Dante Moore's a voice message on Instagram going off on this. But I'm like at the same time, like I'm like, we gotta remember he is a human being like the rest of us and stuff like that. But still, brother, what was you thinking?
Defense kept getting put in bad spots.
That is true. And what? Okay, so all right. I've seen there was this one play. You remember when he went to go pass the ball and it flipped out his hand? Mm-hmm. A lot of people were speculating like, oh, it just like, you know, that was his fault. I feel like I forgot who was next to him. Did he get bumped?
I don't think he did. And if he did, that's still no excuse to let go of the ball. You're a quarterback. You literally train for this every day to hold on to the ball. Like, even growing up, you're playing Pee Wee. What's your coach tell you? Hold on to the ball. I just recently started playing fullback. They tell me to hold on to the ball. Like, come on now. It's literally so simple. It's not simple to play quarterback. I'm never going to say it's simple to play quarterback because that's literally the hardest position out there. But when it comes to simple mistakes like that, you really put your team in jeopardy. That's why our defense was stuck in bad spots. But it does not mean we still couldn't have prevailed as a defense. We still should have been able to get stops and stop the pass game. Like, come on. No pass rushing from the D-line. It was just stop the run. Whoever our DC is, who's our defensive coordinator?
Who's the one that's leaving to be a head coach?
Let me see. Hold on. I'm going to search this right.
Yeah. My cousin's going to search that up for us real quick.
Tosh Lupoy.
Yeah, Tosh Lupoy. That's that's the dude that's leaving to be a head coach for.
Thank God he's leaving.
Yeah, he's leaving. So let's just hope whoever who's coming in after him knows what the fuck they're doing.
Exactly.
Like, because we can't have this happen again next year.
Who's replacing? Okay. Chris Hampton.
Chris Hampton.
Who's this guy?
Who
A
is
former
he?
co-defensive coordinator to the full-time DC role, ensuring continuity in the program. Hampton, a highly regarded recruiter and defensive backs coach. Yes.
There we go. Answered.
Yes.
Our answers, our prayers have been answered.
Literally.
No, for real. Okay.
Like,
I really got high hopes for this. Not gonna lie. And for I got a big message for the whole team. Okay. This off season, I want you to eat, sleep, and dream football. All right.
If you were a senior, depending on what you majored in, start looking for job applications.
Panda Express is paying like $35 for crew leaders.
That's tough.
Honestly, though, like, might have to look into that. Shoot, I ain't talking. Hey, I'm over here talking. When I was, I went to. This is piggyback to my high school life. I went to football practice a couple times, right? Okay, you know how they say football is where you go. Football is where you go to get basketball players. Pretty much, because no. I'm saying because basically basketball players are made in football. Because if you can't do fucking football, you do basketball. Yeah. That's what happened to me. I went to practice and we was doing some blocking plays, right? Back then, like right now, I'm 156 pounds, right? Back then, I was like 119. I was skinny, scrawny, right? 6'2". About 230 pounds, right? My friend come over here, boom, right? Pick me up off my feet. Bro, on my back.
I don't think he was your friend if you're doing that much.
No. Literally, he said, boom. I got knocked off my feet, smacked on my back, wind blowing at me, bro. I was freaking. Yeah. Let me just tell you something. Yeah, I was in basketball the next basketball season. But to be honest, I did only join football because they was offering tacos at the meeting.
You know, me too.
Yeah, I mean,
when it comes to football, I first started playing Pee Wee football, and I really didn't want to play at first.
Mm.
But then they had like a snack bar, and I was like, it was free.
Is this the food bribes?
It was like, if you play, you get this for free. I was like, who's gonna pass that up? You know what I'm saying? So ended up playing. It was fun. Like first season, it was actually fun. Like every time after practice, they would bring us food and stuff like that. For the first season. After that, we were eating straight salads and fruits and everything like that to develop, I guess, to be a growing athlete. But then COVID hit, and
COVID did some things. I got my first job in COVID.
You did?
Yeah.
You rocking the mask?
I was rocking the mask and everything, man.
You know the mask? Ooh, AL mask.
Huh?
AL?
Nah. Wait, what?
You know AL? I just want to really.
Oh, with a devil ranch.
Yeah.
I feel so old. That was crazy, bro. The 2020 era was honestly wild, insane.
Literally. Some random black guy just walking out.
No, whoa!
What's the freaking head? Here.
Okay. Yeah.
Shoot, I totally forgot what's his name. You want to come in a cameo?
Is that YouTube?
It's my cousin Trey. Yeah, we out here.
So, what do you have to say about the game?
No, yeah. Since you're here,
don't speak up. No. What game?
You know what game?
What game?
You know what game I'm talking about.
You talking about the game? Oregon won the Natty. That's what you do.
Yeah. I got that one.
Yeah. We were playing the game. We were playing on the game. Yeah.
I was in there.
Yeah. Playing the game.
That one.
You were playing the game. Bro,
Oh, my goodness.
If we would have got to the championship, if we still played like this, but somehow beat Indiana, I feel like we'd still lose in the championship. You see how we played?
Yeah, that is true.
Like,
and Miami was cooking, not gonna lie.
Yeah, Miami got some hard hitters, but I don't think they're like really a match for Indiana. But the best team doesn't always win.
Yeah.
You okay?
You good?
His eyes twitching when thinking about the game.
Dante Moore is a terrorist. Don't let anyone tell you different, guys. Okay.
You heard it here, folks.
He's worse than Osama bin Laden.
Oh my goodness. Hey, that's not even a crazy statement.
It really is.
It really isn't, honestly though. But anyway, shoot. I think we said a lot.
I don't think we said enough.
I don't think we said enough, but like
the way they played, it makes me mad. Like it really makes me mad and enrages. It brings all the rage I have.
Mm-hmm.
It brings it out. First of all, like I said, when we started off the kickoff, boomed our returner. I already knew it was bad. I already seen who was more physical.
Yeah, my cousin Trey texted me as soon as we got the pick six and said we're cooked. Me, I had faith, but it started to play out that way, that we was cooked, fried, grilled,
smoked,
sauteed. Anyway, pretty much.
What is any more things?
I don't even know.
Baked.
Broiled.
Not realistically though. Indiana's gonna win the Natty by like 60. I'm not gonna lie. It's low-key gonna be like 55-0. I can't even cap.
50.
At this one,
no. If you think about it, Miami did low-key play better against Ohio than they did.
That is true.
That might be.
They played better than
it's gonna be a good game. But
they did. Yeah.
They played better.
Yeah.
Than 50,000.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. Indiana is gonna win the Natty, and Kirk Cincinnati is not gonna crack a single smile. Not one smile.
Who's hers?
He's actually
gonna be 55. He like, why did they get a first down though? Like,
he's actually gonna.
Why did they get the ball in his hands though? Like, why did you snatch the ball from the center and take it back to the crib?
Yeah,
like
job's not done.
His mindset is, you scored.
You think he's gonna smile if they win the Natty?
I would
possibly
honestly, if they have like a little poll of betting, I'll bet that he doesn't.
It's like a 6-7% chance.
You know what I think?
I've seen him smirk. That's it.
I think if it's a blowout, he won't smile. But if it end up being a close game and they get some like crazy game winner, I think he'll smile.
Yeah.
Of course.
I don't think he smiled for a single blowout.
But I think his mindset. Let me see.
Yeah.
I think his mindset of the game is on offense, you score. On defense, you get a turnover. If they score, I think he's just sitting there like, well, we got a lot of work to do. Even if they're up by, I don't care how much. If they're up by 50 and they score one touchdown, he's still not going to smile. He's going to be like, why are they scoring? Which is a good mindset to have as a coach, because obviously our coach needs that. Our coach needs that. Maybe he needs to get some training from him. Like, come on now.
Maybe he needs to, knock back down to assistant for a second, Yeah. But let me stop talking before I get two big Samoans knocking on my door.
What'd you say?
Just fucking pull me out of the
Bro.
No, that's not even. It's crazy. But you got any score predictions for Miami versus Indiana?
Score predictions. They're probably, since I feel like at this moment in time, based on how we played, Miami just a tiny drop better than us for right now. Not really. I'm just kidding. I'm really just kidding.
You lost.
I'm really just kidding. But they're gonna have more points against. I feel like they're gonna have more points against Indiana because we did have some injuries on our team, and we weren't at our physical best. So, speed wise, strength wise, even when it comes to like mentality, our mental wasn't there. Like our running backs are like especially our quarterback, like the mentality wasn't there. Especially our DBs, like it's like they weren't even hustling. You know what I mean? Played a horrible game, but
I disagree with you on that. I can't even lie. Our DBs were strapping. They were just there's nothing they could do. If you look at all their big plays, our DBs are literally up like this in their face every single time. I can't even lie. Our DBs did their job. It's just good defense, better offense. There's nothing you can do in that situation. Nothing you can do. Really.
right.
These big facts on that one.
What about the plays that were?
I mean, I stopped watching the game after like the third quarter.
I watched it all the way through.
Even if you think about even the short plays, like just to get a first down, just like the DBs weren't there. You know what I mean?
Also, kind of on our linebackers though.
Yeah.
Not to mention, he had like 10 seconds in the pocket. I can't even lie. Our D line was not there. Except for the run game. Our
run game was pretty nice. It was solid.
That's why they were only prioritizing stopping the run. Yeah. So that's why you see all the straight bull rush.
I mean, they did also have like 3 rushes. Like outside of it.
Because they was straight bull rush, using all their power, all the energy.
No hand move, no rips.
It was just like, bro, you're not moving him. Just do something, anything. A swim. Matter of fact, do a backflip. I don't even care. Do a backflip, get over the line. Do anything to get.
Yeah, I think it's either going to be a close game, and one of them win. Neither Miami or Ohio State's going to win. Anyways, I think it's going to be a close game, or Indiana blows them out. There's in no world, in no world does Miami blow them out. But I think they could win by a close game, but blow out Indiana now. They still probably find some way to win. Kirk go come. He go. All right, guys.
He gonna step on the. He gonna step on the field for real. No. But what do you got? What do you think we need to fix and to focus on going into the off season and to get prepared for the next season?
If I'm being 100%, we might need a lot of those. Stay healthy, I guess. That was our biggest problem, and we keep shooting ourselves in the foot. But also, young team, so But still, I don't really know what we need to do. We had like 15 freshmen. Yeah.
Young team or not, it does not matter. When you think, I know, but when you think about it,
okay, not young team, but like starters. We had young, like even though we are a young team, but we had people that literally we had our 5th string running back as a starter that game. He got no PT. He didn't know what he was doing really. Like he was messing up.
Did he not study the plays? Because he had time to study his plays.
Who's gonna be better at going through the plays though? The person that's been starting for 12 weeks, or the one that played maybe 2 games throughout the entire season? Obviously, the starter.
But if you really want that starting spot, you would know how to step up.
True facts. But it's also a lot of pressure on it. It was just a bunch of
That's
stuff.
what I'm saying. The moment was too big.
Yeah.
Even for our quarterback. And he's been starting.
There's no excuse for Dante Moore. I'm not.
There's no excuse, bro.
No. I know some of the plays weren't his fault, but again, that pick 6 threw us off
immediately.
Yeah,
but he had a good drive the next
time. The DB was strapping, and he still threw the ball.
Yeah, that was.
You could.
Strapping is crazy. He was in front of the dude.
What
are we doing? No, I mean literally, like he was in front of it. He wasn't even strapped.
You said no pause.
Sorry, bro.
I was okay. I mean, you got it. If you don't want to pause,
I'm just saying it's not. I'm not saying I just wasn't saying it was pause. I was talking about like strap is crazy. It wasn't. He didn't really have him strapped. He was literally just in front of him. It's like he was the receiver at that point, and he threw it to him. I was like,
that's what I'm saying. Like he threw when he.
It was worse than straps, bro. It was literally a receiver. It was literally 2 receivers on the play right there. I was like, bro, that's cap. Our receiver became the DB, like, bro.
And he still didn't make the tackle.
Yes, true.
So how are you? Look, he was in front of him. The ball came. The DB jumped it, caught the ball. How did you not get your hands on him? He's in front of you right there.
It was an out route kind of, so he kind of like stumbled for. He had to like reach back kind of, so he was.
You better hit a backflip and grab him. I don't care, bro.
Ah, shit. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up real quick. Dante Moore, do more. Dan Lanning, I don't even know what I gotta say to you. Okay.
Stop running your players through intense drills and stuff, bro. Like, how do we lose both of our running backs in the same week?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
They need to stretch every single. Well,
he broke his collarbone.
They need to stretch 24 hours a day.
I don't think stretching will help you.
They need to.
Yeah.
I know they need to stretch 24 hours a day. Do bear crawls.
Yeah, okay.
Ice chambers. You know, like everything. They need to do everything, bro. They need steroids. I don't even care. No, they literally
anything for the natty, I guess. Bro.
Yeah.
Yes. Anything for the natty. Yes.
All right, but so yeah, we had embarrassing last game, but there's a positive thing I want to look at into this is last year we didn't even make it out of the what was it, the quarter? Yeah. We got first rounded pretty much. So I say we made it this far. Let's see what we do next year.
Yeah.
Let's make it to the finals.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But you got any last words?
Prayers for Kenyon Sadiq's grandma. She got diagnosed with breast cancer, and that was her last game. She got to watch of him. So yeah, prayers are for him, bro. And him and his family, bro. For the bro.
Yeah, prayers up. Anyway, last words.
Last words. Check me out on Instagram. All right.
brother. Well, anyway, thank you for tuning in to another BerryVibes sports commentary video, and of course, I'll see you in the next one. AKA, I'll see you in the next season. Stay tuned. I will be coming out with another series of mine, of a BerryVibes series. I don't have too much of an idea of what it's going to be, what topics I'm going to be talking about, but it's going to be, Jerry's going to try to get to the NFL or the NBA, one of the leagues. Yeah, exactly. All that stuff, you know? But anyway, thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.